More cases and deaths have been linked to a listeria outbreak in prepared pasta meals sold at major retailers.
7 people are dead, and most consumers never heard a word about it. Not when it started, not while contaminated products stayed on shelves, and not even after the investigation traced it back to everyday meals sitting in refrigerators across the country. This isn't just a recall story, it's a warning hiding in plain sight. The outbreak, confirmed by agencies like the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention and the Food and Drug Administration, exposed something deeper than a single failure. It revealed a system where products can move through supply chains for months after detection, reaching homes that trust familiar brands without question. And this wasn't the only incident. From contamination to foreign objects to undeclared allergens, 2025 and 2026 have exposed cracks in the foods people rely on every single day. The pasta aisle, the one that feels safe, routine, unquestioned, has become something else entirely. So stay with this, because what comes next isn't just about one brand or one mistake. It's about patterns, about labels that don't tell the full story, and about one company in particular that built its reputation on natural while facing serious allegations that could change how you read every box in your kitchen. Number 1. Market Side Pasta Meals, Walmart, Fresh Realm. Market Side is Walmart's own refrigerated meal brand, the label families reach for when they want something fast, affordable, and positioned as fresh. In June 2025, Fresh Realm Inc., the California-based contract meal manufacturer that produces Market Side pasta trays, issued a recall for Market Side grilled chicken Alfredo with fettuccine after the product tested positive for the outbreak strain of Listeria monocytogenes. In September 2025, the USDA FSIS issued a second public health alert for Market Side linguine with beef meatballs and marinara, also produced by Fresh Realm, after Fresh Realm's own contracted laboratory confirmed that the linguine pasta ingredient inside the tray tested positive for the same Listeria strain. Whole genome sequencing performed by the company's lab confirmed it was genetically identical to the outbreak strain that was killing people. The CDC's final investigation update, published February 2026, documented 7 deaths, 28 hospitalizations, and illnesses across 19 states. The outbreak strain was first detected by FSIS in a routine facility inspection of Fresh Realm in March 2025, 6 months before the second wave of public health alerts. Listeria survives refrigeration. It grows at refrigerator temperatures. Reheating a contaminated tray to 165 degrees can kill it, but the product was marketed as ready to eat. Drop a comment below if Market Side pasta meals have been in your refrigerator this year. Tell me how many times you put one in the microwave without knowing this outbreak existed. Number 2. Home Chef Chicken Fettuccine Alfredo, Kroger, Fresh Realm. Home Chef is Kroger's refrigerated meal kit brand, positioned at the premium end of the grocery store prepared meals category, with packaging that communicates care, quality, and fresh ingredients. Home Chef Heat and Eat Chicken Fettuccine Alfredo was among the first products recalled in June 2025 when Fresh Realm, the same contract manufacturer producing Market Side meals, discovered the Listeria contamination in its supply chain. The product was produced at the same Fresh Realm facilities using the same pasta from Nate's Fine Foods under a different brand label with different packaging and a higher price point. Same factory, same contaminated pasta ingredient, 2 different brand names in 2 different retailers, serving families who had no way to know that the production source behind the Kroger-branded premium meal and the Market Side branded affordable meal was a single shared facility. The recall of Home Chef Chicken Fettuccine Alfredo affected packages with Best By dates of June 19, 2025 or prior, meaning families who stored product in a freezer may have had recalled Listeria risk pasta in their homes for weeks after the announcement. Listeria monocytogenes is classified by the CDC as the 3rd leading cause of foodborne illness in the United States. It is particularly dangerous for pregnant people, adults over 65, and anyone with a compromised immune system. The Home Chef branding communicates care and craft. The Fresh Realm production facility record communicates something the premium packaging never disclosed. Number 3. Trader Joe's Cajun-style blackened chicken fettuccine Alfredo. Trader Joe's is the grocery brand built on consumer trust. The stores where health-conscious shoppers go specifically because they believe the products are better vetted than what they find in a conventional supermarket. In September 2025, the USDA FSIS issued a public health alert for Trader Joe's Cajun-style blackened chicken breast fettuccine Alfredo, produced by California Ranch Food Company, after the pasta ingredient inside the tray tested positive for the same Listeria monocytogenes outbreak strain. The alert was updated multiple times as new use-by dates were identified, ultimately covering products with best if used by dates from September 20th through October 10, 2025. The products bore the USDA Mark of Inspection Establishment Number P45288. Trader Joe's customers who bought this product specifically because they trusted the store's sourcing standards ate recalled Listeria risk pasta. The store did not produce the contamination, but its sourcing chain allowed an outbreak strain that FSIS had already flagged in March 2025 to reach its shelves in refrigerated trays through October 2025, 7 months later. Consumer trust isn't built on marketing claims alone. It depends on how deeply a brand inspects its own supply chain. Every ingredient, supplier, and process matters. When companies actively audit and verify these layers, they earn credibility. Without that transparency, trust becomes fragile, easily broken by what remains hidden behind the label.
Number 4. Ronzoni Healthy Harvest Pasta. But here is where it gets worse, because the Listeria outbreak is the loudest story. The quieter one has been inside the box of Ronzoni Healthy Harvest Pasta on grocery shelves for years without a single death and without a single headline. Ronzoni is owned by Ebro North America Inc. and its subsidiary New World Pasta Co. Inc., a Spanish-headquartered global food corporation operating across 27 countries. A federal class action lawsuit filed in the U.S. District Court for the Eastern District of New York accused Ebro of false and deceptive labeling, specifically because Ronzoni Healthy Harvest Thin Spaghetti, Ronzoni Healthy Harvest Linguine, and Ronzoni Healthy Harvest Lasagna are marketed as 100% all-natural, 100% whole grain, and made from a single ingredient, 100% whole wheat, while independent testing found the products contain glyphosate. Glyphosate is applied to conventional wheat as a pre-harvest desiccant, sprayed directly onto the crop shortly before cutting to accelerate drying. It is not sprayed as a weed killer on wheat. It is sprayed onto the food itself as a production efficiency tool. The International Agency for Research on Cancer, the Cancer Research Division of the World Health Organization, classifies glyphosate as a probable human carcinogen. Their AG, which acquired Monsanto in 2018, has paid over $10 billion in cancer-related glyphosate lawsuits through 2026, with tens of thousands of cases still pending. The lawsuit stated directly there is nothing unlawful about Ebro's growing and processing methods. What is unlawful is calling a product containing a probable human carcinogen 100% all-natural. Ronzoni Healthy Harvest remained on shelves. The label remained unchanged. No one was required to disclose the glyphosate. Number 5. Lean Cuisine Pasta Meals by Nestle USA. On March 17, 2025, Nestle USA issued a nationwide voluntary recall of several frozen meals, including Lean Cuisine ravioli products, after alarming consumer reports. People weren't just complaining about taste or quality, they were finding wood-like fragments inside their food. By the time the recall was announced, at least one potential choking incident had already been reported. The products had been manufactured over months, and distributed widely across major U.S. retailers before anyone stopped them. That means families across the country had already purchased, and in some cases eaten, these meals before the danger was identified. According to food safety experts like James E. Rogers, foreign materials such as wood, plastic, or rubber entering food products are not rare accidents. They are among the most common and most preventable causes of recalls. When something like this reaches consumers, it signals multiple breakdowns in safety checks. Because this wasn't just one mistake, it was a chain of failures, from factory equipment to final packaging, that allowed a hidden hazard to end up on dinner plates nationwide. Number 6. Scott & John's Shrimp Scampi with Linguine Bowls. Scott & John's is the frozen seafood pasta brand marketed to health-aware households, positioned as a lighter, better option in the frozen meal aisle, with an ingredient story that implies careful sourcing and premium quality. Scott & John's Shrimp Scampi with Linguine Bowls appeared on the CDC and FSIS recall list with best if used by dates as far out as March 2027, meaning product with a 2-year remaining shelf life purchased by families who stored it as a healthy freezer staple was part of a listeria outbreak that killed 7 people. The recall was issued by Demers Food Group and covered specific lot codes tied to the same Nate's Fine Foods pasta supply chain running through the entire 2025 outbreak. The product was recalled not because of anything visible on the packaging, not because of a smell or a discoloration. Safe pick. 1. DeLallo Organic Spaghetti Artisan Pasta. Here is what pasta looks like when the sourcing decision precedes the marketing decision. DeLallo, based in Jeannette, Pennsylvania, and importing Italian-produced artisan pasta, offers a USDA-certified organic spaghetti line that Mamavation's EPA-certified laboratory testing in 2024-2025 found to have non-detect results for indications of PFAS forever chemicals. The organic certification means the wheat was grown without synthetic pesticides, including glyphosate, meaning DeLallo Organic Spaghetti addresses exactly the contamination pathway. DeLallo Organic Spaghetti is available at Whole Foods, Sprouts, Amazon, and specialty grocery retailers. It costs more than Ronzoni or Barilla. What that price difference buys is organic wheat certification, no PFAS detected in independent testing, no glyphosate pre-harvest treatment, and no connection to the Nate's Fine Foods supply chain that ran through 7 deaths and 28 hospitalizations. That is the entire value proposition. Safe pick. 2. Jovial Organic Einkorn or Brown Rice Pasta. In a market flooded with shortcuts and hidden risks, Jovial Foods stands apart for one reason. It chose a harder path from the beginning. Founded in 2010 in Pittsfield, the brand built its identity around einkorn, an ancient wheat untouched by modern hybridization, grown the way grain was meant to be. No synthetic pesticides, no glyphosate, no artificial enrichment masking what shouldn't be there in the first place. Produced in Italy under strict organic standards, Jovial's pasta reflects a supply chain designed for transparency, not mass shortcuts. Even its brown rice pasta offers a clean alternative for those managing gluten sensitivities, without sacrificing texture or quality. What looks safe, familiar, and natural can carry risks no label ever warned you about. So before you cook your next pasta dish, take a closer look. Read the labels. Question the brands, because awareness is the only protection most consumers actually have right now. If this opened your eyes, hit like so more people see it. Share this with someone who shops for their family and deserves to know the truth. And don't forget to subscribe, because next, we're uncovering what's really hiding in the bread millions of people eat every single morning.